1955 na line. So, kung mapapansin nyo, dito sa line, naka-receive tayo na bawal lang hindi pa day open ang mga amo. So, tinanong namin, actually, meron pa kaming pag-uusap ni Labat Chavez bukod dito. Ang sabi ni Labat Chavez, na talaga namang lahat ay dapat may day off. So, ayun na nga, i-disseminate na ng 1955. Ngayon, pagka hindi tumupad ang mga amo at broker sa day off ninyo, kasuhan lang sa 1955. Or kung walang magawa ang BLA, mag-file lang ng formal na reklamo sa MECO mismo, sa MECO Polo OWA. Sa tatlong MECO Polo OWA at sila ang mag-mediate sa amo at sa broker ninyo at sa worker na kayo ay magkaroon ng day off. Nakalagay na yan sa line dahil yan yung binanggit natin noong May 1 at ipinakiusap yan. It's a good work of MECO naman. Kaya medyo ibigay natin sa kanila yung credit na yan dahil talagang ipinakiusap nila yan na i-disseminate sa 1955 sa Chinese o sa English. So, sunod-sunod yan. Di ba nakita nyo, day off, susunod yan. Baka yung annual leave na or yung sick leave na.
Tiwala lang.
At saka, babanggitin natin ulit yung pagbe-verify ng kontrata kasi hirap na hirap yung mga worker na umuuwi sa OEC pagka hindi verified yung kontrata nila. So, I finished some policy discussion on our
Online na din ang
agenda.
OEC ngayon eh. Online na din ang OEC ngayon.
So,
we need to back to what we're talking about is the language ability recognition.
No need?
No, I didn't finish yet.
You didn't finish that?
Yeah, I just asked you to talk about the college.
Kasi kaya niya gusto dahil gusto niyang itry sa mga direct hire yung mid-level. Gusto niya talagang itry. Okay,
Oh, yung mga 25K dyan. Sabi
Yeah, I mentioned 4 ways. Remember how many ways I mentioned already? 3, right? What's the fourth? The fourth is that the MOL say originally the requirement of the required salary is 24,000.
Yes.
Right? So if the employer is willing to pay a worker 26,000.
23.
26.
26.
Yes. From 24 year monthly. But including overtime.
Yes.
Including
So
overtime
must be
payment.
26.
From 24 to 26. If the employer is willing to pay 26, then they will regard you as you already reached the
requirement.
language requirement.
Language requirement.
That's a fourth way about language ability. I think
May
To my friend sister, the examination is very hard.
examination. Yeah. That's why I'm talking about the
Exam lagi daw, kung
MOL is
makapasa,
open
makapasa.
other options. It's not
Language
even
or apat na
the
paraan.
examination is very hard, so it's a waste of time for workers and the employers to enroll and attend many times. That's why I'm mentioning to you there are 4 ways to reach the language ability recognition. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes. So there are 2 ways. But anyway, there are 2 different examinations you can choose to attend. And another way is to have a certificate that you join some language training. And it's not formally announced. It is MOL staff officer talk to the media. But I think it generally is the direction of the college. The recognition of the class, not only community,
Kasi inano niya yung
not only community college, but some other language training as long as it's held by recognize the
sagutin mo
schools.
yan. Mag-YouTube
For
na rin tayo.
example,
Matutuwa.
Taoyuan government or New Taipei government, they are
Ito yung sa
also
mga kaya
holding
pa
the
yata ng
Chinese
mga
class to migrant workers.
mahaba pa.
And for example,
There is
back home
certification.
is also having Chinese class to migrant workers, right? So they are not listing whose class will be recognized, but I think it's going to be open to more and more facility if you get the certificate of their Chinese language training, then it can be also recognized as the language ability recognition certificate for level skill.
So meaning if we have a training language certificate, no need for us to have exam.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They are
But
training.
our certificate, we didn't get our certificate yet. I will get that.
But I'm saying
Oh,
that.
sana all.
Congrats!
Okay.
For being
generally,
the-
we can say the government.
Pwede lang certificate ng kuan mo. O, ay lang mo.
Let her finish.
And so generally, I can say the government is encouraging you to learn Chinese. Of course, we can see Taiwan government is encouraging you to attending language, improving your language ability, and also, what if you don't pass exam, you didn't attend the Chinese trainings either? Why? Mostly because you don't have time.
Yes.
Mostly because
No
you
day
don't
off.
have day off, right? So the MOL gives the other option. The other option.
Yes. Option.
The other option is that if your employer is willing to adding another 2,000 to your salary,
26.
26.
yes, then you can skip all of that.
Wow.
So the question is, do your employer is willing to pay 26,000?
No.
No.
It depends. It depends how he or she needs you, right?
Yes.
It really depends.
Around.
Yeah.
All around.
Sometimes they will say, oh, okay, I give you more. You also do more work, right?
Ha?
Yeah, like ministry.
Pinag-ibay ko.
So
Salary and then the admin.
Pero akin to kasi.
yeah, but you can refuse to rehire. It's now your turn. It's now your turn to refuse to rehire.
Sino ba?
That is the limit business.
Sabi ko ka na bumili.
So I'm saying that if you don't like it, don't say that your employer forced you because now you chance to say no to her, right? It's just your time to rehire, so don't say that. You have your advantage. If you don't use your advantage,
Pag di ko mong gano'n.
actually I really have no idea what you are doing. But I'm saying that. So it's always happens to the timing when you're going to rehire. It's always going to the timing. That's the time you know who needs you. You need your employer more, or your employer needs you more.
Yeah.
Is that right? So I think it's kind of things like it's something like your employer is going to they are going to accept that a domestic caretaker salary is going to have to be increased so they can keep
Linggo ngayon, di
you
ba? May basura dito.
if they really need to keep you.
May basura kahit
Because when you are transferred, by the time you don't know, they don't know if you are good or not. But by the time of retire, they already know you are good or not. They need you or not. By the time it's a worker choice or the employer choice, we will know, right? So I just want to mention to you, this is the policy, but it's not formally announced yet. But I just read on the newspaper yesterday and also confirmed to some staff. That is the future policy direction. Goes to open to more options rather than just the examinations. So am I clear? Any questions? Because I think many of our members will ask you, right?
Yes.
And also many of you are already longer than 6 years. maybe you are going to renew your contract next year. So it will be your chance. It will be your chance to find to get into become a mid-level skill. Because we know after 5 years of mid-level skill, we will have a chance to apply for APRC, right?
Pag nag-renew na lang.
So, and also, if you are transferred to an employer who is willing to hire you with 26,000, you can also become mid-level. It's not only for retired. Okay, so I'm just talking about the mid-level skill is it's something that opens many opportunities to you, but this opportunity is still very rare, right?
Layo pa yan.
So generally, we are still asking for the basic salary to increase. So as what I'll tell you that Taiwan government is now having negotiations with foreign government like the Filipino government and Indonesian government, talking about the salary of domestic caretakers. And they already announced that increasing is necessary, but increase to how much is not yet confirmed. You understand that? Yeah, and then this increasing has no condition, like no examination or no
Requirement.
adding work. No, it's just a increasing of the salary, just like the industrial factory workers. They increase yearly because the basic wage increase, right? So also this time there is going to be increasing of domestic worker salary here in Taiwan, but not yet confirmed how much. And so what I heard is that it will be around 20,000. I guess the life of Meko already announced this, right? Not 20,000, but they announced they are working on it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But everyone knows. They thought it's Indonesian.
Yes, only
Yes.
it originally from Indonesian embassy.
Yun lang yung Indonesia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pero hindi Indonesia.
Yeah, I think both country government is
May kanya-kanyang
negotiating
proposal.
with that. But I think, of course, because
Kaya
the
Pilipino na binili.
Indonesian caretaker is the majority here in Taiwan, so their government speak louder.
Oh.
Yes. So mostly the force, but I think also Vietnamese government, every country government want to increase the salary of their domestic workers. Of course, it's good for their income of the country. So every government is negotiating together, not together, but the same appeal. So make it more possible to increase. Yeah, but I think even increase to 20,000 or less than 20,000 is still far from the basic wage.
Yes. Which is if
25,500.
Very.
It's still a far gap. So it's
Very
still
small.
not fair for us.
yes, still not fair.
Still not fair. That is why I think we can expect for that, but we are not satisfied. We still have an attitude that we are not satisfied with this result. Okay, any questions about the policy I just mentioned to you, update to you, because the new list policy. And this is my obligation to update to you, right? So are you clear with it?
Clear. no?
Or any questions?
No.
No? I'm back to you.
I'm not the chairman.
Eh, ikaw ang chairman.
Just facilitator.
Si facilitator daw.
So, we will proceed to the discussion. So, ayaw niyo bang maging mid-level skill?
Kung willing nga si Amo eh.
Lalo na kung yung mga gusto ng longer. Kasi, iba, ayaw ng 14 years lang. So, kung mid-level kayo, unlimited kayo, basahin nyo lang namin. Yun nga yung mga way. Dapat mag-aral kayo ng training. Ready na kayo mag-exam. Feeling ko yun yung pinakamadali.
Yung training na lang.
Mag-enroll
mga
kayo, or
certificates
mag-online
ka na.
kayo, mag-enroll kayo online. Kasi mukhang tatanggapin nila yung, i-recognize nila yung
Nakapasa ka sa
sa...
online.
Pero face-to-face kasi yung sa Taoyuan government eh, yung pinopromote ngayon eh.
Sabi din na lichang namin, September pa.
Pero maganda talaga face-to-face eh, maganda kaysa yung
Lichang
online.
namin sa Taipei.
Pero mas maganda, kumuha kayo ng mga training
Sa school ba mismo yan ka
Oo,
mag-inquire?
elementary, high school, or
Hindi
sa
naman.
public school.
public school siya.
Hindi ko kasi alam sa amin.
3 session, parehas. Katulad ng sabi niya, Monday.
So let's proceed to the discussion of regional issues. Doon sa case ng Taipei, the last time we met in this meeting, we already give to Grace the designation of work of assigned leader. For example, those in New Taipei, Taoyuan, Hsinchu, Miaoli, the assigned leader is Emma, Janice, and Jen. So they submit their work designation. I think Emma is cases, Jen is direct hire,
Yes.
and Janice is membership.
No, membership is Lisa.
Lisa,
This only is Lisa.
okay. So, ibig sabihin, yung bawat assigned area, magre-report na sila every monthly meeting na magre-report yung Taoyuan ng cases, ng membership, at saka ng direct hire. Tapos kami sa South, si Talina, ako, at saka si Rodeline. So, tapos sa East, si Rain, si Wendy, at saka si June. Ate Aileen, sa Taipei, wala pa kayong nasasabi. Mag-usap-usap kayo nila, Flor, Apostol, tsaka ni Tisay. Parang formality lang yun. Yung isasabihin nyo kay Grace, ako kay membership. Sa direct hire, si Flor. Si Tisay cases. Ganun. Mag-usap-usap kayo. So, napapansin ko, nabubuhay yung New Taipei at saka Taipei. Umiingay siya. Pero yung DCU South, ewan ko bakit ayaw, hindi talaga tumatahimik, napakaingay. Tapos yung Taipei area, maingay siya ng mga nakaraan, ngayon tahimik, tapos mag-iingay ulit. Paingayin pa, pero yung DCU South, matindi talaga. Mapapagod ka talaga sa DCU, ang ingay. Walang mga natutulog. So, yun. Dito sa cases, proceed tayo dun sa mga cases. Marami tayong mga cases ngayon. Hindi lang tayo nakakapag-post kasi wala na rin akong time mag-post. Pero, isa nga pala si Sarah Jane sa na-rescue natin. Factory ang kanyang kontrata. At siya ay pinagtrabaho sa farm at saka sa bahay. Siya yung nag-post sa nag-post lang to sa mga caretaker sa Taiwan ba? Na,
Ano yung sahod natin? Factory din,
factory, pero 23 lang no? Hindi yung 25. So, nilaban natin yun. Nilaban natin yun, and then, nag-post lang siya sa mga caretaker sa Taiwan, minention yung DCU, tsaka yung name ko, nag-message siya sa akin. Nung araw na ma-aksidente yung tatay ko, nung araw din na pinuntahan siya ng labor, iniwan siya ng labor kasi akala niya, nandun yung labor, hindi kasi siya makagamit ng phone. Akala niya, bawal pa rin tumawag ng gumamit ng phone. So, habang nag-aasikaso ako sa amin, nakiusap ako kay Jingro, baka pwedeng asikasuhin niya to. Mababait naman talaga mga Yunlin labor officer. Pinayagan siya on that day, makabiyahe, naka-sheltered na siya ngayon sa Tiwa, and then sinamahan natin siya nung Wednesday sa Yunlin labor kasi ayaw ni Jingro na pupunta lang silang dalawa dahil yung broker niya nagtatagalog kasi. Actually, yung broker niya, wala dito si si Ate Talina at saka si Rodeline. Si Ate Talina at saka si Rodeline, yung leader ng South, kilala yung broker mo na nagtatagalog. Kilala namin yung broker mo na nagtatagalog. Kilala namin siya. Hindi, siya yung translator na hindi nakikipagtalo. Pero yung Justin, yung isa yun yung lagi niyang pinagtatranslate. Hindi rin nakikipag-away yun yung Justin. Hindi katulad nila Tony, tsaka yung ibang